This is the video number 6, chapter 2 of 9th standard physics. This video is made for the revision sake of this chapter, motion in one dimension. As you know all, acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. Acceleration we can replace with a change in velocity is what? V minus u upon t, where v is final velocity, u is initial velocity and t is time. By rearranging we can get v is equal to u plus at. This is first equation of motion. Second is S is equal to ut plus half at square, and third is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. These all are equations of motion. This is the first equation, it is the second equation, and this is the third equation of motion. Now, when the body falls freely under the effect of gravity, so in that case acceleration we can replace with plus g, and when the body is moving against gravity, in that case acceleration will replace with minus g. It is for the free fall under the effect of gravity coming towards earth, ground, and it is for upward, vertically upward motion when the body is moving against gravity. So in this case, when the body falls freely under the effect of gravity, first equation will become v is equal to u plus gt. Second will become s is equal to ut plus half gt square, and third will become v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. Simply we are replacing a with plus g. Okay, and in this case when the body is moving against gravity in vertically upward direction, in that case the equations will become v is equal to u minus gt, s we can replace with h, that is ut minus half gt square, s is height, and third is v square is equal to u square minus 2gh. Here a we are replacing with minus g. As you know, gravity value with approximation is 10 meter per second square for earth. These all are the three equations of motion, but in different form, because here we are replacing a with g and a with minus g. And now special case for again three equations of motion when body falls freely under the effect of gravity. So when body starts from rest, if it starts from rest, u will be equal to 0. If u is 0, then these three equations will be v is equal to at, and a you can replace with g. Second equation will become half gt square, because again u is 0, and third is v square is equal to 2gh. By rearranging, you will get another formula. T is equal to v upon g. Here T is equal to 2s upon g square root of that, and simply h I can get from this v square upon 2g, and even v I can get by taking the square root of this 2gh in this way. This is when the body is coming downward, vertically downward. And second case, when the body is moving upward, in that case v will be 0, final velocity will be 0. In this case, initial velocity is 0. Marker, if I am allowing to fall under the effect of gravity, u is 0 and it is coming down. But now if I will try to throw it upward, in that case initial velocity will not be 0. Initial velocity will not be 0, because if I will provide initial velocity, then only it will go up, but final velocity will be 0. Now from this concept we can reformulate these three equations. In that case, u minus gt is equal to 0 because v is 0, and u is equal to gt, or again t is equal to u upon g by simply rearranging. Second equation, that is h or s, one of the same thing. S is equal to ut minus half gt square, because this ut I can't take 0 for the vertically upward motion. And the last equation, that is u square minus 2gh is equal to 0. In that case, u square is equal to 2gh, or u is equal to root 2gh, or h is equal to u square upon 2g. Here only the difference is this u is 0, but here u is not 0. But here final velocity will have certain value. We can't take v equal to 0. So simply by applying the concept, you can solve the numericals and you can get mastery on the concept. Thank you.